to my channel. My name is Sarah, and in today's video it's just gonna be like a sit down talk video because I have an exciting announcement to make. Plans have changed, like I've said in a previous video, and there's gonna be a lot of content coming your way because my husband and I decided to stay in Alberta, and there's a few reasons to that, and the reason why we're not moving back to Nova Scotia, which we would absolutely love to do because that's where our family lives, and my mom and my stepdad are still going next summer when my stepdad retires, but we are staying. And that's because our youngest son was diagnosed with autism back in December, like 2 weeks after my brother passed away ish. He was diagnosed with autism, and he's pretty severe on the spectrum. He needs a lot of like OT and speech, and thankfully he's already enrolled in a program here that he starts in September. Like it's for 3- and 4-year-olds before they start kindergarten, for kids with disabilities or speech delays, things like that. So they have a program here in Alberta for that, and they go for 2 years. It's every day for I think 2 hours or something like that in the mornings. So he has access to that here. And in Nova Scotia, where we're from, the resources for autism and kids just aren't great. There are some resources, but as soon as they're school age, so age 5, they're completely dropped. From my understanding, when I called Autism Nova Scotia myself, once they are 5 and they're school age, they are completely dropped from OT and speech and all those things. So you have to have good insurance that will pay for those things if your child needs to continue in those things. And because Cooper is severe, here we're in Alberta where we live, the program's called FSCD, and that's like the program that is funding the things for him to succeed. And so when he's school age, so he gets the program before he starts kindergarten or primary, depending on which province you live in. You either call it one or the other. But so once he starts kindergarten, that funding continues. So if he needs extra help outside of what he's getting at school, because technically once he's school age, he won't be getting OT and speech in the classroom like he will be for the first 2 years. He will just be in a regular classroom with a teacher's aide. Whereas, when he starts school, his funding continues, so he can still get speech, so he can still access speech and OT and things like that, not in school, or when he's not in school. And they think that it would be really beneficial for him. So because he is on the severe side, he is still nonverbal. He's nonverbal, and he can be self-harming as well. So we've actually just ordered so my doctor was like, I don't recommend getting the medical helmet because he's growing, and it's just you're gonna have to pay a couple $1,000s every so often, and it's just gonna be really expensive. So he recommended just getting like a Taekwondo kids soft helmet, so if he's having a really bad day where you're finding he's banging a lot, we can just put that on him and then we're good to go. So he's nonverbal, self-harming. He doesn't understand language. He's actually right here playing. He stems a lot, things like that. So he needs a lot of help, and unfortunately Nova Scotia just doesn't offer the care and help that he needs. Now we do have a good medical plan where we do get speech. We don't have OT, but we do have speech and psychology. We just don't have any OT with our health insurance, or like our private health insurance. So, and in Nova Scotia that stuff's only covered until he starts school. So, and then I guess when they start school, they see a speech pathologist once a month, and they have to see every kid in the school, whereas here his funding will continue and he'll be able to get way more help. Okay, sorry about that. I just didn't want him bouncing in the background because I know it would be kind of loud. But yeah, so he needs quite a bit of help and support, and we just want him to thrive. We want the best for him. So we have decided to stay, and we purchased a mobile home. So our thought around getting the mobile home is, one, my mother-in-law, or like my husband, lived in one for a little while before moving to Alberta with his mom, and so we actually really like mobile homes and things like that. But yeah, so we bought a mobile home. We're in a mobile park. Both kids get to go to the exact same school that they're already, so Chase is already enrolled in one school. He gets to go to the same school because he's actually, we're just down the road from Mom's. We're really not that far, so it's kind of great that it worked out that way. And then Cooper will still get to go to the PUF program that he's currently enrolled in because that's the closest one to us. So he still gets to go to that program here. So it's really great that we were able to stay within this area and that they can still go to the exact same schools. And who was I watching one day? And like, my dream is still to own a small cottage, farmhouse one day. And maybe we will move home eventually, but right now, because he does need so many resources, we're gonna stay because we just want the best for Cooper. So we are staying. But who was I think it's Carrie from Sarah's October Home, her sister Carrie, I think it's Cottage Diaries, her channel. She mentioned in one of her videos, it was a while back, and she said something about not necessarily owning a cottage or whatever house that you want, or the style, but making it feel like that cottage or farmhouse or whichever you like. And I don't remember how she worded it, but it really resonated with me because it's like, you're right, like I don't necessarily need that small cottage to make my home feel like a small cottage. And with the mobile home, that is my plan. It is an older home. We got it for a fantastic price, and we're going to put my little spin on it, I guess, because my husband doesn't really care what the decor is in the home or anything like that. So he kind of lets me have free reign on that, which is I'm very thankful for. He is really good like that. He honestly doesn't care. So my plan is to make this mobile home look like a small tiny cottage, and it's a single wide, so it's not huge by any means. It is small, but it is 3 bedrooms, which is really good. But the bedrooms are really small, so that will be something to get used to, and especially for my oldest, because what we're doing is the way that it's laid out. It goes the 2 bedrooms are here, like going down the hall. There's 1 and then 2, then there's the bathroom, and then the very back of the mobile home is the master bedroom. So our plan is to put our youngest between us and the oldest. So the oldest ends up getting the smallest bedroom, which kind of stinks for him. But I think it'll just work out, because like if I don't hear him, or like my oldest son helps out a lot now. He's 11, and he like is really into helping with his little brother and like loves doing that kind of thing. And always making sure that he's okay, like especially if he's having some kind of like autistic meltdown where he is banging his head. Like his brother's like usually like the first one there to pick him up and, you know, hug him, give him that deep pressure that he needs. And like Chase is really good with that, and he's like always very aware of kind of that stuff going on, and he's like always wanting to make sure that he's okay and safe. So that's our thought process of putting him between the 2 bedrooms, so that either one of us can get to him and whatnot. It's just what we thought would be like the safest for him and things like that. So that's kind of our thought around that, and that's why he's going in. Our youngest little one is going into the bigger room. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. My husband and kids are really, well, Cooper doesn't really understand, but Chase is really excited, and we've already gone out to pick the paint for his bedroom, so he's picked all that stuff out. He's also picked out his bedding, so he's super excited about that, and he's really excited that he gets to stay with all of his friends too, because he is at that age now where he's like, you know, he's made his friend group. He has lots of good friends here, and when we were deciding to move to Nova Scotia, he was kind of sad that he would have to leave all his friends. So thankfully we get to stay, and he gets to stay with all his friends and his friend group and play with them and things like that. And yeah, so we're all really excited, and I think it's the best decision for our family. I know, like, I would love to be around our family more and have like more of that family support, but for right now, Cooper definitely needs the more like the support that family can't provide him. So like that occupational therapy and the speech therapy and things like that. So he really needs that, and I think it'll be really good for him. So that is why we have decided to stay. A lot of family is sad, and so are we at the same time, but we're also happy and excited because we know that Cooper's gonna have the best that he can have, basically. So yeah, so we are moving after when you're seeing this, actually we are moving. We're getting the keys the following day, so we're getting them on the 15th. So the following Monday there will be a mobile home tour, so look out for that video. And it is a single wide in a trailer park. We're leasing the land. It's a lot, and it is fenced, which is really nice. And yeah, we're super excited about it. I can't wait to get in there and put my little cottage touch on it and make it our own. And yeah, so we're pretty excited about it. But I just wanted to jump on here and kind of do this like quick little video. It's not even quick now, we're at like 12 minutes talking. But yeah, we're super excited about it. I hope you guys are excited to come along with all of the DIYs that are gonna be coming up. And yeah, we're just super excited. It is, like I said, I don't even know if I said that. I think I did at the beginning. It is an older trailer, so it does need some work. And the people who owned it prior to us were was an older gentleman, not older, but it was a guy, and he lived there with his brother, but they were truckers. And so they only were there every so often. They weren't there all the time, but they would go back and forth for work. And so it was two kind of bachelors. So it's not the cleanest place, so I definitely have a lot of cleaning to do and things like that. So they've even left stuff in drawers, but they don't live here, so they're like, well, we can't really clean it. I mean, they could have definitely hired a cleaning company, but it's totally fine. I would have gone in and cleaned anyway because I like to go in and clean when I move into a place anyways. So it's just gonna be a lot of extra scrubbing and things like that because it is a little bit dirty. So yeah, anyways, lots of projects coming. I cannot wait to do that. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited for all these projects. But that's something that I absolutely love doing. As you guys know from like videos back in our other house, I love doing projects and things like that. So, and I'm excited to decorate my own home again because, like I said, at my mom's home, I thought I was gonna be able to decorate and like put my own spin on things, but at the same time, it's still her home, so I felt kind of awkward doing that. So not that she minded, she didn't care, she loves my style. But now I get to decorate my own home, and I'm pretty excited about it. But anyways, I've been talking way too much now, so I'm gonna end this video. I hope you guys will come along with the journey of us moving into our new home and doing projects and things like that. Make sure you are subscribed if you are interested in seeing those videos. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.